What's up, YouTube friends? Seth here with Throttle Addiction, and today we are going to get working on finally assembling our 1953 Panhead here. Step number one is we need a frame to start putting things back together on. Got this bad boy back here, so we will see what we got. Ta-da! Man, that is real bossy. There we have it. A 1953 Panhead frame, cleaned up, bunch of stuff repaired, removed, fixed up, ready to be put together. First thing we're going to do, get our neck cups thrown in so we can start installing our narrow 41mm front end. That was loud. All right, cups are in. Now we are going to install our Throttle Addiction 41mm narrow triple tree set here. Got it all powder coated, ready to go. Just got grease all over myself, which I was trying not to do. Push her right up in there. Then we got our pre-greased bearing here. Plop that down in there. See if I can keep myself kind of clean here. Like yay. Dust seal goes on. And then this is our original nut here. The bigger OD side is going to go down. Oops, sorry about that fresh powder coat. Twice. All right, so now we're going to snug that up till we don't have any up and down bearing movement, and our steering is still loose, not all crazy tightened up here. This strange little spanner wrench here that we should be able to get to do the job. Ready? Mm-hmm. All right, now we're just going to throw a dab of Loctite in there on my nut here. And stick that little guy on there, and you might have different nut situations, washer situations. All right, get that on there. Starting to look like something. Now the fun part. Take our fork caps off here. See if I got enough real estate to do this. With a little wheelie action. Slider through the bottom. Slider into the top, right like yay. Got our little rubber seal in there, replace that guy. Make sure it sits nice down inside there. And we'll let her flop over, grab our other fork. Line it up, slide her up. And maybe run her home. And she'll sit nicely like that. Those are gonna run right in there. Get an apparatus. These are included in the kit. Make sure you got your lock washers on there. Make sure you clean the powder coat out of your threads, which I thought I did, but clearly not very well. Ratcheting Allen wrench will make this easier. All right, so we're just gonna get those in. Same on the other side. So at this point, we have it all in there. Next thing we're gonna do is start tightening these guys down. Eventually, they'll just spin our fork lowers. So we're gonna tighten our pinch bolts to hold our fork lowers, crank down our caps, and then come back and torque our top triple tree nut. Top triple tree nut. Another thing to mention, 4.5 inch hub spacing works well with our the Mid-USA spool hub that we sell. This is the bad boy that is going on this. We had to put you down there for a second so I could get Ryan's assistance. We got a front end on. Now we're gonna throw our little spool here, wheel here with some Firestone Go Fast Classic tires. I'm gonna get that put on. And relax. You relax. Now we just need balance. All right, there it is with the front tire. Still have to get an axle made and do some spacing, but at least we can see what it looks like. All right. Ta-da! Now we have what they call in the biz a roller. We're finally back at it on our 1953 Panhead here. We took quite a big break. We were in the process of moving, got moved into our new building, got our little workspace here set up to the point that we can start putting this thing together. We already got it to a roller. It's just been sitting here waiting for us to get after it. So here's a little where we're at, little status update. We put our Throttle Addiction 41 millimeter narrow front end on it, some shaved fork lowers, little spool hub with a Firestone 21, powder coated nice and black. Frame was pretty good. We had to clean a couple tabs off, some added weld on stuff, but other than that, good to go there. And a nice Firestone 16 gets us rolling around. We're back up on the lift. Our tins are off to Scott with Chemical Candy. He's painting those bad boys up. So now we're gonna get the motor in, get the transmission in, get the primary all lined up, and continue putting things together. We brought Cody in here to help me lift this thing in.
Smiles, everyone, smiles.
Cody holds multiple Wisconsin state lifting records, so he's our go-to heavy lifter guy. Close. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now we just got to get our foam out. Well done. Thank you, Cody. With the help of our muscle man, Cody, got our motor back in. We're gonna just keep trucking along here. Next off, we got our little 4-speed tranny here. Plop that guy in there, see if I can do it without messing everything up. All right. Okay, now what should we do? Get some bolts in that, maybe put an oil tank on. We'll do that. See if we can make it look like a motorcycle. First I have to go to my cheat sheet here. Find my oil tank bolts. Got my little cheat sheet, very organized. Try to make this as painless as I can. It's always so much easier before everything's powder coated and painted and pretty, when you just don't care about any of it. And then when the tins get on, it's a whole other game. All right. Gonna grab our clutch here, our belt, our push rod. Get our little keyway in. Boop. Right there. Get our belt situated here. Something like yay. Until voila. Got her nice and seated on our keyway. Belt is on. I'm going to tighten it down and check for that our belt pulleys are running true, and we'll adjust by moving our transmission till they're perfectly in plane. Here she is. I think it's looking good. I'm into it. I'm probably just going to want to keep it when we're all done here. I like our narrow 41 millimeter front end, nice tight. The old panhead cleaned up in there, ready to rock and roll. Got our 4-speed, kick only, tranny ready. Our open belt primary installed, oil tank. We're well on our way to completing our chopper build here. Miss Pam. Now we're gonna go over to the bench, see what else we have for next time.
Are you saying Pam or Pam?
Are you saying Pam or Pan?
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
Pam. That's actually why it's named Pam. That was me being hilarious. Pam or Pan. All right, so we're gonna get our controls on, gonna get our generator installed, exhaust, drive chain, all that fun stuff there will probably be next round. Then we get all our electrical components, regulators, generator, coils, ignition switches, motor mounts, all that fun stuff, our fuel and air. We'll get our air cleaner on, all that. Some seats, and then at the very end, we will polish it off with our lovely painted tins from Scott at Chemical Candy. If you're building yourself a little panhead such as this or any other cool motorcycle, chopper, throttleaddiction.com. Get all your parts, all your pieces, tires, 41 millimeter front ends, gaskets, oil tanks, kickers, kick pedals, everything you need, throttleaddiction.com.